What's going on, guys? Sports Snippets, Dennis Sullivan. It is Saturday afternoon, the 14th September, here to discuss for a brief moment or two the Miami Dolphins 31-10 loss on Thursday Night Football. Not even 48 hours ago, and I want to share some thoughts, as I usually like to do, on that game. Before I do get started, if you do like the content of this particular video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe as well to my channel. That would be 110% awesome. Now, guys, really not much. I mean, I try to go into these videos a little bit enthusiastic as always, and however, not much at all to be enthusiastic about for a few reasons when it comes to this game. First and foremost, the most important topic to discuss before I begin about the game specifics is the health of Tua. Obviously, just want to wish him a speedy recovery, a awesome recovery. As far as his playing career, I have no idea. I think we won't have a clear understanding of that for a while, but his health obviously is the most important. Moving forward, his health moving forward is the most important of all topics. Now, when it comes to the game, this was a really tough one. I mean, this was a really, really tough one to sit through, to watch, and even right now, guys, to talk about. I mean, I like spending a few minutes on video and talking about sports and all this stuff, but this is a tough one to talk about. This is the same team. You get one of your division rivals at home in week 2. Schedule makers kind of hooking you up a little bit, meaning a team from up north, from way up north, has to play in mid-September weather in South Florida, which is not pleasant, even if it's a night game for football. And not to mention, this is the team that completely altered your seeding for the playoffs last year, losing to them in a hard-fought game at the end of the regular season last year. And then not to mention Josh Allen coming into the game 12-1 against the Dolphins, make that 13-1 now. So you combine all these factors, and you would at least think that if the Dolphins were to lose this game, it would be a much better effort. It would be a much closer game. I could handle a loss that was much more competitive. It would have to be much more competitive. This was not a competitive game. 31-27, something like that. 28-24. Okay, I'm walking away disappointed, but not overwhelmed with just frustration, really, in how we played. And the defense was horrific, I thought. There's no energy, no big plays at all on that side of the ball. Defense looked like we need leaders to step up. I mean, where's the leadership on the defensive side of the ball? I don't know. I don't have any answers because I didn't see anything. I mean, it's like... So if there is any good news, is this. There's 15 regular season games left. Just getting started with the season. Dolphins will travel to Washington, the state of Washington, take on the Seattle Seahawks. 4 p.m. Eastern game on Sunday, the 22nd. So, 8 days from now. So, Josh Allen was not magnificent in this game. He didn't have to be. Very modest numbers, 13 of 19, 139 yards and a touchdown. He also ran the football twice for 2 yards. He didn't have to do much. He just didn't have to do much. James Cook was really the star of this game for the Bills. 11 carries, 78 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. He added a catch for 17 yards. He is a rising star in the league, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is pretty good, I am sorry to say. Ray Davis, 9 carries, 29 yards. Khalil Shakir, who's a very good wide receiver, did carry the ball once for 2 yards. Ty Johnson, a carry, -1. Shakir led the way, by the way, the receivers. He had 54 yards, 5 catches. Johnson 1 for 33. Dalton Kincaid, a tight end, 4 for 33. Already talked about Cook and Curtis Samuel, a catch for 3 yards. So when you turn the ball over like the Dolphins did, and the Bills get it in outstanding, magnificent field possession and position on the field, you don't really need 300-yard passing games and 120-yard rushing games, even though I have a feeling that Cook would have went easily over 100 with a few more carries, but they didn't need him to do that. Tua finished 17-25, 145 yards, touchdown, pass, 3 interceptions. Skylar Thompson obviously would come in relief, 8 of 14 for 80 yards. Let me just say something about Skylar Thompson real quick. It was that game a few years ago, season before last, in the playoffs, where he did not play that bad against these same Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. And that playoff game, as we all know, Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 24 years. I mean, pretty much everyone knows that. But that was the closest game that the Dolphins played in the postseason since the year 2000, since the last playoff win. That was the closest we came. And Skylar was a big reason. He didn't play super awesome, but he played pretty good. And he's a good competitor. And he's okay. I don't know. Are they going to stay with him? Who knows? In other words, are they going to go? It sounds like they're going to probably go free agent route. But then you hear Coach McDaniel, and it's like, nah, maybe we won't do that. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm not super excited about Skylar Thompson, but I'm not, at the same time, I'm really not down on the fact that he will be leading the way at quarterback, at least in the next few weeks. The one star for the Dolphins, Achane, 22 carries, 96 yards. Tua ran the ball twice for 17 yards. Tyreek Hill added a carry for 12. Waddle, a carry for 4 yards. It's good that the Dolphins include the wide receivers in the running game. They try to do that. Give at least Waddle in past games will get a carry, sometimes Tyreek. Skylar had a carry, 4 yards. Jalen Wright, 5 carries, 4 yards. Alec Ingold had 2 carries for 2 yards. So, not really much. I mean, there was a lot in the running game, actually, for the Dolphins, where the running game really wasn't that bad. I mean, they ran at a clip of around 4 yards, pretty much a carry. Ran the ball easily as a team for over 100 yards. In the air, Achane led the way also. 7 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 6 catches, 53 yards. Waddle, 4 for 41. Grant DeBose, 1 for 13. Tyreek only had 3 catches for 24 yards. Jeff Wilson Jr., 2 catches, for 12 yards. Durham Smythe, the tight end, a catch for 8 yards. We need to get him involved a little bit more. Robbie Chosen, 1 for 5. I was a little bit surprised with Mostert being out, and I understand Jalen Wright looked pretty good. I mean, he's getting some more time, but Jeff Wilson didn't have any carries. I was a little bit surprised by that, especially in week 1. He had something like 5 or so carries for like 25-ish yards. He's decent off the bench in that kind of 5 carry role, 4 or 5 carries. So I was a little bit surprised at that. They did involve him in the passing game, as just mentioned. So guys, you tell me. I mean, it's not going to be easy traveling out to Seattle as it is. Skylar Thompson, though, and the rest of the Dolphins do have a long week now to prepare and travel across the country. Anything can happen at this point. If you're a Dolphin fan watching this video, hey, we just got to stay positive, keep supporting your team, cheer on the guys. You know, we got to be supportive, but really, really concerning effort on Thursday night across the board. And obviously, just to summarize, most importantly, we wish for the improved health and quick recovery and strong recovery of Tua as well from the injury that was suffered in the game on Thursday. So guys, let me know what you think. I will talk to you soon. And bye for now.